Hello and welcome back. In this video, my focus will be the external factors that affect the NPC self. Before I start, I do recommend you watch part 1 first. With that said, let's get started. I've created two new game assets, Subculture and Alone. Subculture is very similar to the original culture, as it restricts behavior within a certain range. Although, unlike the original culture, you can add new standards within the editor. To do this, first open the Culture Properties window and then extend the Subculture tab. As you can see, we have a list of standards. To add a new standard, simply click the green plus button and then click the upside down blue triangle to create a new object. Rename the anti-behavior value to a behavior that you don't want the NPC to do. Remember, your NPCs are free to do whatever they like. The purpose of cultures is to restrict those behaviors. You have the ability to modify the intolerance value of each anti-behavior, essentially giving a chance for the NPC to rebel against the particular culture and perform that behavior. An intolerance of 1 means that the NPC is incapable of that behavior. Less than 1 will give a chance of rebellion. If the intolerance is set to 0, the NPC can perform that behavior. Of course, not writing the anti-behavior in the first place will produce the same effect. Finally, you can delete anti-behaviors by clicking the red cross button. Two changes have been made to the culture asset. It now includes the same dynamic naming system as the subculture does. But unlike subculture, it no longer has an editable range. If a culture asset is placed into a map, all NPCs within that map must obey that culture's rules to perform. For example, I can make it impossible for these NPCs to perform the swimming behavior. However, there might be times when NPCs do want to do something, either within a culture or a subculture, that's not allowed. That's the purpose of the Alone asset. It will allow any behavior within its range. There is only one catch. The NPC must be alone to do so. If another NPC enters while the first NPC is performing a behavior that's not allowed, it will return to its previous behavior. Another feature that's been added is the ability of the GSCN to run independently. This allows developers to modify their NPCs outside their game client. For example, I can load up an existing map from the database. By clicking one of the NPC icons, a new NPC window appears. Since the last iteration, many new fields have been added. Currently, these fields are cosmetic with no actual algorithm running behind them. Once I start developing the NPC's social cognition, this information will become very important to the NPCs. The GSCN also has the ability to save and load this information within the database. And finally, new windows have been created for all other game assets. Now I would like to take some time to talk about what's coming next. The focus will be on networking, meaning that the simulation runs from a remote computer, where the game client connects to the GSCN server. I'm not ruling out multiplayer, but it won't be the focus. What the focus is the server-client architecture. If you want to give feedback or suggest improvements, please email me or leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for everyone for watching.